They're choking! They're choking! Eugenio Suarez is at the plate, and he hits a grand slam! It feels like, I don't know, it feels like 5 minutes ago that I was sitting in this seat with all of you watching the Blue Jays make this thing 2-2. It feels like we haven't left. It feels like we've been here hanging out this whole time. It is indeed game number 5. The Blue Jays are on fire. They have all of the momentum in this game. And I'm going to be really optimistic about how this whole thing rolls through and how this whole thing goes. I don't know. I'm feeling good. He's in the box now. Suarez not hitting too well. 162. Oh my God. I'm going to eat those words. Eugenio Suarez hits this ball deep into left field. The first things out of my mouth when I saw him walk to the plate were, he's not hitting too well. He's hitting 162. And what happens? Gausman leaves the ball high in the zone. It was a fastball up and right down the middle. Alejandro Kirk walks here. Bases are loaded. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself with this game going on because there's a lot of action happening. None out. Bases loaded. Dalton Varsho coming to the plate. Gabe Spire warming up in the pen. Mound. He looks. He delivers. Varsho strikes out. That is a splitter low. Varsho swings and misses on that one. 1 out. Ernie Clement, the hot-hitting Ernie Clement can do here. That's a roller. Kyle Raleigh steps on the home plate. He throws it to first. That's a double play. The Toronto Blue Jays had the bases loaded and none out. What the hell happened? Let's see what George Springer can do with this thing here. George Springer all the way out to left field, just barely off the wall. Blue Jays are going to cash a run to tie it up. George Springer with the loud, let's go. Jays on the board. We are all square. We are having a good time tonight. Top of the 5th inning, 2 out. Springer on second after cashing that run. Now you got a lead off double. Cash this runner, people. Ernie Clement does it. Is Alejandro Kirk going to turn? He does, and he scores. Wild throw. If that thing's online, it gets Kirky, but it's not. Clement cashes him. Let's go. They're doing what we asked. Blue Jays up 2-1. They don't waste this opportunity. Ernie Clement remains the hottest hitter in baseball besides Vladdy, who he also plays with. Ernie Clement doing it big for the Blue Jays. Alejandro Kirk getting the green light at third base is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But Kirky hustled like he's never hustled ever in his entire life. The third base coach is telling him to go home, and he made it home safely. Vladdy's fanning him off because he's sweating. Chug those legs along, Kirky. You're making it home. Standing up. Putting the Jays up by 1 run. Barger grounds out. Louis Varland. Ice cold veins. Let's go. Oh my God. Can't allow any runs when you're at the plate. Ernie Clement, though, you can't get runs when you're at the plate. And Ernie Clement is robbed by Randy Arozarena, who leaps and grabs it at the top of the wall. He brings back an Ernie Clement home run. That thing was gone if Arozarena doesn't grab it at the top of the wall. Oh my goodness, Ernie Clement was inches away from putting up 2 runs. Putting up a run for the Jays to push this thing to a 2-run lead. The Toronto Blue Jays are indeed 6 outs, boom, boom, in the chat from winning game number 5 and being 1 win away from the World Series, but not quite yet. Hold your horses. Cal Raleigh does it for the Mariners. That is a bomb to left field. The big dumper delivers with his big splash into the out of the park for the Mariners. This is so upsetting. Brendan Little, how dare you come into this game and do this to us? They've brought the Mariners back into this game. It's all tied. Oh. They just need to fight their way back to the lead. It starts with shutting down Polanco. He walks him. He walks him. He walks him. Polanco and Cal Raleigh there. And then you bring in Naylor, or you bring in Little to face Naylor. Because Little can't throw strikes here, people. Sedin Magic says, there were other lefties they could have used. It didn't have to be Little. That's true. There are other lefties in the pen. 3-2 count. Walks. Brendan Little could not have done a worse job at his job. The energy to be so mad at Brendan Little, because I'm so mad at Brendan. I'm not even angry. I'm dumbfounded, you know? Like, I'm in shock. I've gone into shock at what I'm witnessing. Because I've never seen somebody in such an important spot have such an egregiously abhorrent performance. He could not have done worse in this moment. You pitched to Cal Raleigh. Josh Steyer, why did you bring in Little? You turn him around. He's righty. He dumps it out into left field. Brendan Little says, okay, follow that up. I can't throw strikes. All I need to do is put the ball over the plate, and I can't do that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, Dominguez. Throws one right down the middle. Man. If you're gonna get beat, make them beat you. Oh my God. They're choking. They're choking. They've lost it. Dominguez hits Arozarena, puts him on first. He's happy to eat that pitch. Oh my God, he's so happy to eat that one. Suarez, ball 1. Yo, it's like I'm in a bad dream. These were our biggest fears as Blue Jays fans. All season long, our only complaint with this team, we love the starting pitching. We love the hitters. Our only complaint, everybody who pitches on this mound in relief. Except for Eric Lauer, you're perfect. I love you. Jeff Hoffman, so up and down all season. So many blown saves. Dominguez, he was solid for a little bit there, but he does have trouble finding the zone. Yaria Rodriguez should never pitch in a Blue Jays uniform again. Brendan Little, I don't need to repeat what just happened. Braden Fisher's been all right. Maybe Braden Fisher's the guy you should have trusted. But this was our fear. You can't trust this bullpen. And in the biggest moment of this season and the biggest moment of this game, the bottom of the 8th inning, up by 1 run, Louis Varland was delivering. He got out of his jam. You bring in Brendan Little, and all of a sudden this game is tied, and all of a sudden the bases are loaded. It's 2-2 in the count. Eugenio Suarez is at the plate, and he hits a grand slam! Oh my God! Eugenio Suarez out to left field, or out to right field, right over the wall. As soon as he connected, he knew that he crushed the hearts of every Blue Jays fan watching this right now. 1,000,000 hearts just broke into 1,000,000 pieces. None out in the inning. No relief pitcher in this bullpen can get a single out without putting up 5 runs on the board for the Mariners. Jays are down 6-2 after coming into this inning up 2-1. Everything you thought could happen with this bullpen has happened with this bullpen. It's a disaster. And Sir Anthony Dominguez was supposed to be the good one. He's the one I wanted in there to get stuff done because he's the one I can most trust. And the one you can most trust can't even get it done. What do you expect about everybody else? Eugenio Suarez hit that thing, and as soon as he hit it, he knew he can take a little stroll around the bases, bring in 4 runs, and the Blue Jays choke this thing away. Hoffman's sitting there in his hoodie. Andres Jimenez flies out to left field. We're done here, people. Now the Mariners fans come out. You're dancing on our grave. Ah! Why was Brendan Little out of the game? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Brendan Little, why were you in the game? Good night. I'll see you on Sunday.